Every year in the month of May, the Great Wall Marathon is held in a mountainous landscape in northern China.
Three-quarters of an hour's time you're going to be up there. Three-quarters of an hour? Three-quarters of an hour? Just remind me which way. Maybe an hour. Just remind me which way we go again. Go straight in them stairs, man. Up there. At least now you've done something funny.
Over 700 runners have gathered for the annual Great Wall Marathon. They come from all over the world to participate in the event. Prior to the race, all runners are taken on a tour of the route. Running this marathon requires careful planning, as each section calls for a different strategy.
Where's my parachute when I need one? Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can you imagine running?
Wow, this is the challenge. We can do it. We're almost there, right? I think it's going to be very challenging, but I think it's going to be worth it. I mean, you're here in China, for God's sake. That's the exciting part. A whole different world. This is history. You know, I'm walking on history. That is the greatest thing I'm going to take back with me. Yeah. Being part of history.
It is estimated that construction of the Great Wall began about 2,500 years ago. If all of the surviving sections of the wall were joined together, they would cover a distance equivalent of that from New York to Los Angeles. The Great Wall Marathon takes place on a section of the wall that is situated 130 kilometers northeast of Beijing.
Collectively, this is going to be probably the toughest marathon that we've done. Just to finish it will be perhaps our best objective. We're running through some fantastic countryside. We're running along the Great Wall of China. There's going to be so many things to look at, which will take your mind a little bit off the torturous heat and the difficult steps and the rough terrain. So there are going to be a lot of mind games. A lot of it is going to be in the head.
The course of the Great Wall Marathon can be divided into two sections. The first part covers 9 kilometers, taking the runners up a 10-degree slope to the Great Wall and then over 3,700 stone steps. Full marathon runners will complete this section twice. The second part of the course takes runners through villages and lush countryside. Well-prepared runners can complete the race in 5 to 6 hours. The first runners reach the wall within 25 minutes. Up ahead are 5 towers and the most challenging leg of the race. Runners are advised to walk when passing the steepest parts. Back on the main road, runners head east toward Duangzhuang village. The route leads the runners around the valley before they reach the halfway point and turn back towards the wall. With over 700 runners and 24 nationalities represented, the Great Wall Marathon is becoming more and more popular. By the time runners reach the 34-kilometer mark and face the wall for the second time, the physical challenge begins to affect their performance.
Marathon running is about 30% physical fitness and 70% about mental fitness. And when you set off, you're full of energy and you get the first few miles under your belt, but there's this little voice inside your head that's saying, stop, stop. And as you get towards 20 miles, that voice is getting louder and louder.
Yeah, I made it. Oh, it feels fantastic to stop. That was tough.
When we're getting close to, I think it was 2 more miles to get to the gate, to the square, that was a little tough. My knees were feeling it. My right knee was hurting, and so, but I just kind of pushed it. I didn't really know exactly where point. I didn't really look at it. I'm like, eventually I'll get there. When I made it that far, and I'm like, okay, the rest, I just have to keep going and just make it.